Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye and I looked the other way. What else could I do? I just stared at the doorway. Knew I'd rather be drunk with you. I'd rather be drunk.
Hey Internet, this is Dracofunk, and today I'm joined by ShaggyB.
That's right, I'm the guy that's also here.
So we are back at Enterprise Station in orbit of Kerbal, and the tanker has docked and delivered some more fuel, and I am disconnecting the satellite apparatus, and I'm going to land it back on Kerbal so it can be loaded up with 4 more satellites, and I can put some comm satellites in orbit of Minmus.
Cool.
But first I have to land it. So last episode you missed it. Skrodrick was here though.
Oh, okay.
I remember how we launched the satellites.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I put them in orbit of the moon and they're all deployed now and named and renamed and
all, named all a third cool. time.
Well, even a 4th time. There were 4 of them. So this is just entering the atmosphere, and I'm just going to crossfade to it, hopefully making a safe landing. Like, I'm going to crossfade to it, hopefully making a safe landing.
Like any time now. Just crossfade.
There we go.
There we go, yeah.
There, see, the parachutes are coming out. So if you're just joining us for the first time, this is my reusable space program, and the reason I'm landing this is everything is supposed to be recovered and not break, and so this sits up top of a rocket. I can put 4 satellites on there, and they can go be deployed, and then I can land it and do it again.
Sounds good. And we already used this thing once, so I mean, if this touches down, then we have a successful reuse. Well, we have a successful complete use. Single iteration.
The idea is that whenever I need to put satellites up, I just launch this. Next season, I plan to send this all the way to Duna, assuming it survives.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You are still pretty high up.
Yeah, it's well, I didn't put a MechJeb unit on there, so I don't know how high the ground is, and I'm coming in the dark.
And the altimeter is
the ground obviously isn't at sea level, otherwise there'd be water there.
I think if I remember right, like the dial one is actually calibrated to the surface.
Nope.
See, okay, cool.
837 meters.
Like the analog one. That's what I mean. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
So remember your suggestion that I should make like a little RCS tug?
Yeah.
Well, I've taken your suggestion.
Awesome.
And I'm going to try something. So instead of launching and then trying to rendezvous with the station, I'm going to try and launch at the correct time so I can just launch right up to the station.
Oh man, this will be great.
So see that thing there on top of it? That is the Pug. Remember we named it the Pug?
Yes.
And I'm going to try and do a 2-orbit rendezvous. I don't know that I've ever done this. So
perfect.
And I'm still using the booster designed by Scott Manley with the jet engines.
Yeah.
And my audio didn't mute here, which I don't know why.
Are we hearing your voice? I don't really hear it. I hear the rocket.
Yeah, it's the rocket at 4 times. I usually try and
and mute it when you're going faster. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Reusable.
Reusable.
I'm sure the pieces will. I can collect them.
Well, I mean, in a long-term sense, right? The vaporized atoms of those parts will eventually settle back down, and through natural processes will become ores
Yeah.
again.
So this is my rendezvous right now. I'm about 22 kilometers away.
That's pretty good.
Uh, I'm
Gotta boost it up there.
Yeah, I'm a little bit low.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep,
So
there it
I
goes.
think I can do it.
Okay, we're in orbit. That's good.
Okay. Well, almost orbit. This booster seems to have lost one of its. No, they're all there. Okay, I'm heading towards my target.
All right.
I've had to get out the rendezvous planner.
Which again, that's just information. It's not an autopilot.
I'm using it basically to get a maneuver node to match velocities at closest approach. Now I'm only at 1.8 kilometers away.
I mean, you could walk there easily.
And I'm doing the same thing.
There we go.
This is also 4 times time accelerated, so
Yeah.
it seems more so than it is. And now I'm hundreds of meters away. I have basically done the thing I'd never done, which was launch to rendezvous.
Nice. Not bad.
And now I'm in the dark. I just need to approach the target. And hopefully this will take long enough that I'll be in the light. So I think what I'm going to do is once I get decently close to the station, I'll go ahead and dock the tug. And there's still some rocket fuel left in this booster. I might actually try and dock the booster to the station and transfer some of that fuel off just to help with our...
Yeah, all you need is enough to deorbit.
It can use RCS to deorbit. The station's only in a 75 kilometer orbit, so it really doesn't take that much.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't.
And I'm now less than 100 meters.
Nice. That's quite a shot right there.
Need to slow down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay.
0.1 meters per second.
So I have the pug has its docking ports open. I'm gonna basically tank it up with all the RCS from the booster. Now we're in the light again.
Looking good.
Yeah. And there it is. That's the little RCS tug.
Very cool.
I probably could have got away without using the aerodynamic docking port, but I could have put it in a fairing.
Yeah, well, there you go. Like it's less parts to recover. Did you lose one of the doors?
No,
Okay.
It's just the angle.
Okay.
I'm trying not to break anything else.
I mean, I know. I'm just
basically visual manual docking, and there it is, docked to the station, and it can just sit there
until it's needed.
Now I'm going to try and dock the booster right next to... I still have the original mining ship I built that ended up being too small.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do with it.
Storage compartments.
I think what I should do with it is just land it at the Space Center and like have it be a museum piece. But that requires doing like a precision landing.
Fuel for the studio.
With parachutes.
Right.
I tested a crane I built to try and fix the studio, and it wasn't powerful enough, and I ended up flipping the crane over.
Perfect. Yeah, construction is a lot different when you have gravity to worry about.
Yeah. Almost
Come on,
docked.
come on, come on. You can do it. Almost. You're getting there. There it goes.
All right.
All
And
right.
that's actually a decent amount of fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And I could even steal some RCS. And that should be enough left. And since this is reusable, that booster is going to land.
All right.
So I can undock it, and I'll just crossfade to it, making it safe landing in the oceans of Kerbal. So it's deorbited, the parachutes are deployed, and there it is.
There we are. All right.
Now the Kerbal Navy will come out there and recover the ship, tow it back to the Space Center, and it can be refueled and launched again.
Hell yeah.
See, nothing broke.
Nothing broke. Definitely didn't used to have ramjets on it.
Well, those were strapped on.
Yeah.
And ejected, and
Right.
you know. So
I mean,
this is.
You can't let losing your strap-ons ruin your whole day. Anyway, what are we doing now?
Back at Enterprise Station, so the tanker, which I named the Canterbury, is undocking, and it's going to make another run. So it's going to have to fly all the way back to Columbia Station in orbit of the moon, or Mun.
Right.
You can see there in the background the satellites I have deployed. See them?
Yeah.
So I have 3 in a 1,000-kilometer orbit, and I have 1 in a polar orbit.
Nice.
That's what me and Skrodrick did last episode.
Yeah.
And the Canterbury, the tanker there, was the ship that did the deployment.
All right. So it's got a long and varied service life already.
It really could have been done by any ship, but the Canterbury was the one that's going back and forth.
The most experienced crew of can't quite read it.
Yeah, Ral and Ed.
Ed.
Ral
and Ed.
Yep. I like the in-cockpit view of that, because like you can look out the windows and see, the front of your ship.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like seeing space. And I just have to make sure when I transfer fuel out, I leave enough to make it to the moon, but I don't want to leave too much, because that's a problem. And I don't know if you notice, Enterprise Station is almost full of fuel now.
Yeah, it is. That's really cool.
We have went from a couple episodes to a fuel crisis to we're doing okay.
Yeah.
And
so are you eventually planning to expand its fuel storage once you get it full?
I have thought about adding another fuel tank. I don't want to get too much.
Right.
And it's always going to be in flux, because there's always going to be ships coming and going. So it's not like I'll get it filled up and it's just like, well, I'm done.
True.
So, that's just an issue. I have a moon encounter, and now I'm just circularizing the orbit. But the problem is,
that's a little.
I came in the wrong direction.
Came in a little hot.
So I'm basically reversing my orbit, and it's a lot more efficient to do it while I'm out. But
yeah.
I need to actually get a little bit closer. Otherwise, I'll just escape.
Yeah.
Based on where I am. I always try and make sure I'm coming in with what is that? Is it a counterclockwise orbit?
Or from looking from the north downward, it would be a
clockwise.
clockwise orbit. Yeah, assuming that our point of reference is north.
Either way, I came in and my orbit was going the wrong direction, but I was far enough out that it's not going to honestly cost a lot of fuel.
Right.
I am a little bit worried because I still have to rendezvous with Columbia Station, and I only have 637 Delta V, and I don't yet have a stable orbit.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
I honestly think it will be.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm down 500. It's like 570.
Yeah, you just gotta wait until, you know.
And I'll use the rendezvous planner. Align the planes. It's only 12 Delta V. It's not a big deal.
Nah, I got this.
Yeah, it's... yeah.
Doing good so far.
All right. 155 Delta V.
Nah, just think this will be fine.
I still have 560. Honestly, after this, it's not going to be that much.
I took a road trip yesterday and pulled into a gas station with 9 miles left on my range indicator on my dashboard. That was a little extreme even for me.
I've pushed it to, zero range. Like past zero range. You cannot go any further. I'm still going.
Yeah. Well, and my car does the thing when it gets below about 25, the miles start dropping faster than they did above that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like 25 miles of range is actually more like 20. So it's like, of all the times for you to be thirsty, like, that's not it.
And I'm using the alarm clock to warp to next.
Right. Which again is not autopilot.
No, that's just
that's a timer
to the next. Yeah. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here. The people who were trying to play Kerbal Space Time in real time. Some of these things take days.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like no time warp. It would be start the mission. Okay, I'm gonna go and work. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Right. Reminds me when Vomit used to have a Sims game running all the time at home. He would go to work and let them do their thing all day and come back and well, 3 people died.
I'm really quite annoyed that my audio didn't mute.
Yeah.
And I specifically remember actually muting it. I think my video editor is not quite working.
Are you using OpenShot?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious. I have really liked using Shotcut lately. The problem with Shotcut is that it doesn't simplify anything for you.
Yeah.
And so you'd better know if the formats that you choose are good for the stuff you're going to play it on, because if you don't, it won't tell you. And the whole world of video codecs is ridiculous. But anyway.
What's the one that Vomit uses?
I don't remember. It starts with an L.
I can't remember what it is. I just remember I liked it, except for the fact that it crashes a lot.
Yeah. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would bother him. Probably Lightworks. Maybe.
I can't remember. So I'm coming in here. I still have 344 Delta V.
Nice.
So I was fine. I was never in any danger, and we're just everything's coming around here. And once it docks, it can be here waiting for the mining ship to make another mining run. And I can transfer fuel over.
Perfect.
And yeah. There's a nice shot. I thought this was going to be the end of the episode, but there was one more thing I decided that I was going to have to do. So I was going to this was going to be my ending credits. So, I'll say what I was going to say there anyway. Hey, like and subscribe. Pound that bell.
Yeah, and into submission.
Yeah, to get notified when we do other stuff. We do lots of other stuff here at Highway 47.
Yeah, honestly, we do. We're kind of branching out into a lot of niche things that only appeal to the four of us.
Yeah, Vomit's been doing the Noozle challenge on Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's not Noozle. It's what is it?
Nuzlocke. But that's a lot of fun. It really is. I look forward to recording those every time. Not that I don't look forward to this one, but
And our main thing is doing audio commentaries of movies and TV shows. We have this will come out. We've been doing Halloween specials, which several have come out. I think this will come out before our last one, which will be our 5th one, even though there's only 4 months, but we had an incident.
Yeah.
So remember the mining ship that had an accident?
Oh yeah, I lost one of its feet. Yeah.
Well, it lost the
whole side. Yeah.
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 I've decided it went ahead and mined.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 side tanks are full. The one that is off balance has nothing in it. It's empty. And the engine is shut down just so I can get it to launch. And I'm going to have it it's going to do a mining mission.
All right.
And fly to the Minmus station and transfer some fuel up. See, that one engine is
this is I'm here for this launch. This is gonna be something.
It's not. It ends up being not very exciting. I'm just getting it off the ground, and I'm able to hold it.
Yeah.
And there we go. We're getting into orbit.
Yeah.
It's so boring. I'm just going to go ahead and crossfade it to rendezvousing with the station.
Hey, all right. Well, that was pretty impressive.
And now I'm docking. I was using the smart ASS to help keep me pointed the right direction because it is a little bit off balance. But here I'm coming in for a manual docking. And once I get it docked, I'm going to transfer its bountiful fuel from the fuel tanks over and fill up Minmus Station.
So what we have here is a very good design, because even having broken off, a quarter of it, it still is fulfilling its purpose.
Yeah.
Imagine losing one of the 4 wheels on your car and still driving it across the state.
Why is it shaking? That's a lot of shaking.
That's not good. That doesn't seem right.
Why are you shaking?
Oh.
Why did that happen? Why did that happen?
SAS, that's why. It was trying to stabilize itself and it was working too hard. Oh man.
Now it has no engines.
Now it has no engines.
And no RCS.
And no RCS. Well.
And the back docking port has also broken off.
It's fuel tanks now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the fuel out of it.
Yeah? What else are you gonna do?
I don't understand. Somehow, I'm going to fly that back to Kerbal. and land it.
And
fix it. And I'm going to fly it back.
Well, it still has one docking port, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can, just hook it up to the space bus.
Man.
Sometimes you just have to accept that some spaceships just want to die.
So this is the second mining ship that has anyway.
Yeah.
Join us next time when I try and fix this. Good night, everybody.
That was wonderful. Good night, everybody.